The following contest is a fatal four-way, and it is scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring, from Los Angeles, California, Jillian Hall. The opponent, from Boise, Idaho, Tori Wilson. The opponent, from Los Angeles, California, Melina. The opponent, from Sanford, North Carolina, Lita.
Look at the confidence radiating off this superstar.
All I see is an overconfident superstar who's throwing away the match by not following up.
This capacity crowd is solidly behind their superstar. Look at this.
Wow, could you be any more biased, JR? How about some fair and balanced commentary? What a counter!
Looks like he's trying for a pin here. Boy, what a match. I wouldn't even hazard a guess as to who's going to win this thing.
What? Have you got both your contacts in one eye, JR? It's been obvious to me since the start of the match.
Oh, really?
This is a mistake, JR. Everyone knows that overconfidence costs superstars matches.
That might be true, King, but all I see is a very confident superstar who's got everything going his way.
Look at this, JR. Can you imagine SmackDown putting on a match half as good as this?
No disrespect intended for our SmackDown colleagues, but no, I can't. Her fans are on their feet. They know where this is going.
DDT! DDT! That could
There's no room for error when you're on the top rope. Look at this. Look at this. You talk about a house of fire, you're seeing it right here.
Yeah? Well, somebody better put out that fire, or this one's not going to end well. Uh-oh. Getting hit with a string of punches like this sure won't help you win the match.
That's an understatement, King. This may well prove to be the beginning of the end of this. I tell you, King, the submission is locked in. This could be huge.
Oh my gosh, JR! You can't go long without tapping out to this.
Excellent counter. What ring presence.
Boy, Melina's one of those divas you just can't take your eyes off of, JR.
You certainly can, especially if...
Ouch! Now there's a move that'll take the fight right out of you, JR.
Well, it's certainly not the most technical.
I don't think this superstar's gonna be having any kids in the immediate future, JR.
I wouldn't think so, King. Not without a medical miracle. Oh, man. Oh, boy. The adrenaline is pumping. I think this could be the beginning of the end.
No, it can't end like this. Come on, do something quick. Show off all you want, but it's not gonna win you the match.
No, but getting the crowd behind you can certainly give you the edge.
There's the pin.
What a reversal. A textbook reversal there. That went nowhere.
These superstars are putting on a great match. Oh no, this is terrible. You can't let your opponent build this kind of momentum.
Well, all I can say is someone's been eating their vitamins and saying their prayers.
I think someone's going for a high-risk move, JR.
These superstars are going to put each other through wrestling hell tonight.
They've already got a pretty good start on that, JR.
They have indeed, King. I don't think there's an ounce of quit between them.
Yeah, and that's where things get dangerous. If you're too proud to admit that it's not your night, you might wind up risking your career for a single match.
But at the same time, King, no one makes it up the ladder without pushing themselves to the very limit. It's a very fine line to walk.
I've been looking forward to this match all night, JR. She's got control of her opponent. You know what's coming next.
I sure do. There she goes with the DDT.
So, how do you think this one's going to turn out, JR?
Honestly, King, I have absolutely no idea. Anything can happen here in the... That's a short climb, but a potentially long fall.
They haven't been going easy on each other in this match, JR. And here we go, JR. She's looking to put her opponent away.
And that face buster could do it right there.
Did you ever think you'd be watching these superstars compete against each other here tonight, JR?
I had a feeling their paths would cross sooner or later, and I'm glad I'm here to see it.
Me too. It almost makes it worth having to sit next to you and listen to those corny expressions of yours. What the heck is a government mule anyway?
It's what you get beat like. We're in the middle of a slobber knocker. And if you don't have the guts to... Oh, boy, this is not going to be an easy hole to escape from.
It sure isn't, JR. I've been on the wrong end of that one many times. I'd ask you who you want to win this matchup, JR, but it's been pretty obvious since the start of the show who you're pulling for.
I'm trying to remain as objective as I can, King. Quite frankly, I'd rather see a good competitive matchup than see a particular superstar win or lose this thing.
Oh, come on. Everyone knows you play favorites. You're always trying to kiss up to the fans by talking up whoever they're cheering for.
I've never been a kiss-up in my life, King, which is more than I can say for some people. I call them like I see them, and I'm flattered that the WWE fans agree with me as often as they do.
I don't know how much more of this I can stand to listen to, JR. You know what the difference between you and I-95 is? You can turn off I-95.
And there's the cover. This capacity crowd is making their opinions known tonight.
They sure are, JR, and I love to hear it. Looks like someone's heading for the high rent district. This has gone beyond just being a match, JR. I think these two... Oh, man! That's going to change the tone of this match, JR.
Yeah, and not for the better either. I wish the ref would actually pay attention to what's going on.
I think the end is near, JR. This can't go on much longer. You can look at any professional sport you want, JR, and you won't find more incredible athletes than the WWE superstars.
You're not wrong, King. They compete every week until they are...
You're not going to win a match by insulting your opponent.
No, but having the crowd behind you can certainly get the adrenaline pumping.
So, JR, are you enjoying the match so far? Climbing up the turnbuckle isn't bad. It's all the ways you could come.
Sounds like this crowd's got something on their mind.
You can pin it right here, JR. Wow, would you look at this?
It's her signature cartwheel elbow. She's got more flip-flops than a politician on the campaign trail. You've got to be in seventh heaven, Kingfish. It's not often we get to see Melina in action like this.
You know...
Did you see that? Ring the damn bell. You can't let somebody get away with that.
I don't think the ref saw it, JR. And if the ref doesn't see it, it's not illegal.
He may get the 3 count here.
These superstars sure aren't going easy on each other here tonight. Look at these superstars, JR. They're completely exhausted. This can't go on much longer.
Would you look at that? A blatantly illegal maneuver. That should be a disqualification.
You might be right, JR, but I don't hear the ring.
Watch this one, King. I think it's her signature cartwheel elbow.
I'm dizzy just watching it, JR.
I think this crowd is full. You talk about being beat like a government. You. I don't know how much more of this a human being can be expected to endure. He's got his opponent in a pinning predicament. There's the kick out. I thought that was it for sure.
You know, JR, when I saw this match on paper, I wasn't too sure about it. But it's turned out a lot better than I thought it would.
I'm not at all surprised, King. I knew this was going to be a terrific matchup.
Oh, come on, JR. You're just talking through your hat. And speaking of hats, when are you going to get rid of that silly thing anyway? Well, I don't care. He's going for the pin. Oh, man. I've been in this hole before, JR. This brings back some bad memories.
I can understand why, King. I can't even imagine the pain being inflicted here.
Well, he did what he came to do. He beat down his opponent until he could get the pinfall.
That's the way it's
Here's your
done,
winner.
King. Nothing ambiguous about that.
Lita.
You're right about that, JR. He clearly dominated his opponent.